I lived with a ghost for 5 years and only found out the day I went to pay her bride price. I'm Katarina the African from Uganda, a relationship counselor. Our brother wrote this letter and needed our advice. This is the letter. He said, we moved in together a few months later after meeting. Everything about her was serene, almost serene. She would cook, clean, hum, or sing soft songs I would never heard before. And at night, she would always sleep facing the wall. She didn't like bright lights, so our home was always dimly lit. She said it made her feel safe. She always wanted to stay in that dim. She never wanted to live in the light. So every time the house was dim, the lights were not too light. They made them dim because she never wanted too much light. He said, I never cautioned it. Love made me comfortable with her oddities. Love made him comfortable with whatever she wanted because he was in love. But there were things I would have noticed. She never ate with me. She would say, I already eaten before I got home. She never introduced me to her family, saying they lived far away in the village. And she never took pictures, said cameras made her uneasy. She never wanted to take pictures, saying that she doesn't feel good, like she don't want taking pictures. She loved me deeply. Her touch was warm. Her laughter was soft. Her presence felt real. 5 years passed. We'd been living like a quiet, content couple. No drama, no noise, just peace. Then one day I told her, I want to make your things official. I'm going to your home to pay your dowry. She froze. Her eyes widened slightly. Then she smiled faintly and said, if that's what your heart wants. She wrote down an address for me, a small village. I took 2 of my uncles with me and we drove there. We arrived. When we arrived, I noticed the air was heavily quiet. The kind of silence that felt aware. We greeted an old woman outside a modest house and told her why we were there. She just stared at me. Her lips trembled. Her eyes filled with tears. Who did you say you came for? My woman's name. The old woman screamed. People came running from every corner. My uncles and I stood there confused. One of the men, probably her brother, looked at me like I'd been committed a crime. He said, that's impossible. She died 5 years ago. I laughed, thinking it was some kind of test or misunderstanding. She's alive. I lived with her. We sleep in the same bed, I said, showing her photos. Except every picture I've taken only showed me. The The spots where she would have been were empty. My heart dropped. They took me to the back of the house. There it was, her grave. Her name carved in stone. The same face, the same woman I live with. My knees buckled. I drove back home that night trembling, half mad. When I opened the door, everything inside was gone. Clothes, dishes, even the scent of her perfume, like no one had ever lived there. Except one thing, on the bed, folded neatly, was the white dress she wore the first night we met, and a note that said, "You gave me love I never got in life. Thank you for letting me feel human again." That's when I realized for 5 years I was living with a woman who was dead. Things really happened. He was living with a ghost for 5 years. He only discovered when he went to pay her bride price. Sad story. What's your advice? Leave the comment in the comment section, like my videos, follow my page. If it's your first time seeing me, I love you all.